Hey y'all, I'm Christy Williamson. This is Rise. We are live right here every single Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Thank you for watching. All right, Texas Tech won their game against TCU on Thursday. They continue to lead the series. Now it's 32 to 26 to 3. That's 4 to 3 Tech since TCU joined the Big 12 Conference, and we took a look at this whole entire history of this matchup for the Saddle Trophy. We're going to run it back because a lot of people liked it, and we're going to include this week's game with a little bit more juice. Texas Tech and TCU have competed against each other 60 times since their first matchup in 1926. The Red Raiders lead the overall series 31 to 26 to 3. Of course, the rivalry was rekindled when TCU joined the Big 12 in 2012 when a 17th ranked Texas Tech team took down TCU 56 to 53 in triple overtime. In the last 6 matchups, the teams split 3 to 3. In 2013 at Tech, the last time the two teams saw each other on a Thursday, a non-ranked Tech team took down a number 24 TCU team 20 to 10. That Tech team won with 2 freshman quarterbacks after freshman Baker Mayfield had to be replaced by freshman Davis Webb, who threw the game-winning touchdown in the 4th quarter. 2014 at TCU, the number 10 Horned Frogs left no room for hope and took down the unranked Red Raiders 82 to 27, breaking a Big 12 record for points in a conference game and setting a single-game school record for scoring. Yikes. 2015, unranked Tech gave a second-ranked TCU team a run for their money, but eventually fell 52 to 55. 2016, it was all about TCU's tough defense and the grit of Tech quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The game went into double overtime, but the 27-24 victory went to Tech on a 37-yard field goal kicked by the trusty Clayton Hatfield. And last season, TCU freshman quarterback Sean Robinson saw his first career start. He was the first true freshman to start at QB in the 17 seasons Patterson was at the helm. It worked out for the 12th ranked Horned Frogs, who took the dub 23 to 7.
So 2nd and 2, back to pass, stepping up, and he's going to go down. That pocket collapsed, and the Red Raiders get their first sack of the night. The starter is a sophomore on 3rd and 9. Pressure comes, Robinson's going to run. Robinson makes a man miss. First down, no, the ball comes out. The ball's down on the field, scooped up by TCU, and taken inside the 10. It's loose again, but I think they're saying the ball was down. Chaos for the Horned Frogs.
Let him make a decision.
He is back to pass, pressured immediately, kind of flings it up there. It's knocked up in the air and intercepted. Intercepted, brought out of the end zone, which I'm not sure that was a good decision.
The way he zips it in, strong arm, good athlete.
Little shoulder fake, Robinson on the move, across the body, what an arm, and what a catch for a touchdown. Wow. Well, I do think it's fascinating here what's going on. Carter's going to go down. He gets sacked on 2nd down. Texas Tech, the 2nd quarter, no points. First time they hadn't scored.
Look at Collier.
Since the opener, yeah. There's Collier for another sack. You know, it is a strange injury, but he should be fine. Duffy, down the middle, wide open. Wide open, caught. 10, touchdown, Texas Tech.
It's one of those examples Joey's talking about. Hit a crossing route. Get the ball out now.
He gets it out deep down the field. Turkman turns around and it drops right into his hands for the big play.
You have to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down.
Duffy going deep down the sideline for Wesley, and he makes a catch. Did his foot come down in bounds? Yes! Robinson on 2nd and 3. With a 4-man sort of delayed rush toward the end zone. Turkman, touchdown! They will get the ball snapped. 3-man rush. Duffy pressured anyway, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 35-yard line. Huge play by Collier. Jet Duffy in the offense, back on the field. Needing a touchdown to go back ahead. Here comes pressure, and it opens wide up for Duffy. To the 20, to the 15. Duffy with the Jets. Touchdown! Wow! It's down 3.
And you notice the blitz coming.
Right up the middle. Robinson just heaves it up, and it's caught. Rager came back and got it. It's a first down.
You don't want to burn your time out to make this call. You just have to call it and go.
Game's over if they don't get it. They need a yard. Robinson's going backwards. Robinson, pump fake. Robinson gets away. Now he's going to cut it back. John Robinson trying to keep the game alive. Stays on balance. Ball tipped up. Texas Tech has it. 7 17-14. What a win for Texas Tech.
All right, with that loss, TCU goes 3-3 on the season, 1-2 in conference. Tech, of course, is now 4-2 and 2-1 in the conference. I bet before that game, if we asked Texas Tech, would they rather win that game or lose it, they would say the dub is the way to go. And that is a corny segue into me saying this. I sat down with Dakota Allen from Texas Tech to play a game of Would You Rather. Take a look. Hey guys, it's Christine Williamson here with Dakota Allen, Texas Tech senior linebacker. I need you to tell me one fun fact about you to start this thing off.
Not too fun, but I'll say if I had one fun fact, I can freestyle a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. What does that mean? Like, a little bit like you're good at it?
Like, I can put some rhymes together.
Okay, so can we have like, what is it, like 16 bars? No, what is it, like 4 bars? I don't know how the numbers work.
You want some bars?
I want like a bar.
She wants some bars.
I want one bar or
okay.
one like thing, you know?
Okay.
There's no beat though.
Okay.
You can just do it like
acapella?
Yeah,
okay.
do it acapella.
Here representing Texas Tech Red Raiders. Also, I see Texas and Baylor. Just sitting here in Dallas, sitting on the turf. I'm not from Cali, but I like to surf.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to give y'all all my bars and nothing like that.
Future rapper, Dakota Allen. He's going to be a rapper soon. What would your rap name be?
I'd say Coda, just K-O-D-A.
Okay. Coda. Who would you feature on your first mixtape?
Drake.
Really?
Really?
Okay, good, because I have a Drake question coming for you, but
Okay.
we'll wait for that.
Okay.
First, we have some Would You Rather questions. Really tough stuff. I like to ask people Would You Rather questions because I feel like it tells you a lot about them, you know? Especially when they're like weird, which is what we got. All right, so would you rather, now this is important for you as a football player, be without elbows or without knees? So just straight arms or straight legs?
I'd rather be without elbows.
Yeah.
I gotta use these things to run.
To run.
Yeah.
It would be very inefficient if your legs were straight, right?
very.
Okay, you're right, you're right. Would you rather, this is, first of all, I just want to preface this with everybody farts, okay? So it's not like a new thing that people pass gas. Would you rather, and everybody poops too, just putting that out there. Would you rather fart really loud or poop your pants silently?
I'd rather fart really loud. I do that a lot anyways.
All right. Like around your teammates or around just everybody?
Just anybody. My grandfather always said better out than in.
That's true, because holding it in is a problem sometimes for you.
It
And you
is.
just have to sit there and suffer
Have
silently.
the bubble guts.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah.
out than in.
Yeah. So if you had to fart right now, would you fart?
I would.
Really? Would
Just
you tell
silently.
me?
Just
But would you
silently.
tell me? Because that's a chance that it smells.
I wouldn't tell you.
That's rude.
I'd probably
See,
just
that's
wait
rude.
till you smell it.
But see, most people when they smell a fart, they're not like, I smell a fart. They're not going to tell you
They're just
because
gonna
they
be
don't
like,
know if they.
it's them.
Well, no, they know that they didn't fart, but they don't know who around them farted. So they're not going to mention it. They're just going to be like, dang, I think he farted. So you would have to tell somebody that you farted in order to be polite.
I like to just not tell them, and then if they say, did someone fart, I'd be like, guilty.
Okay. I guess that's okay. I'm the type of person that'd be like, did somebody fart? Because I don't like smelling them.
Yeah.
I like to know what I'm
I
getting myself
understand.
into. I don't want to open my mouth, you know? It's kind of gross. Would you rather be a clown who distracts the bull or the cowboy who rides the bull?
I'd rather be the cowboy. I've always had, dreams of riding bulls.
Really?
I actually think I could be really good.
You could be a bull rider.
I think I could.
Really, but that's really dangerous. I mean, I know you play a pretty, tough, rough sport, but I feel like that's got you beat
It
a
might.
little bit.
I just watched that movie with Matthew McConaughey. It's called Dallas. You know, Dallas something. I don't know. He was riding bulls. It just made me want to ride bulls.
Okay,
after that.
so that's why you want to do it. So after you're done with football, you think you're going to probably ride some bulls?
I'm going to start on the mechanical ones first,
Yeah.
but then
I
hopefully
mean, you
we
can go do that
upgrade.
right now.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I got to be healthy for the season.
That's true. That's true. You're right. Would you rather have to go to the bathroom in a giant litter box in your house or use the bathroom anywhere you want, but only outside?
Use the bathroom anywhere I want, but only outside.
Okay.
I've done that before.
So you don't like giant, I mean, you can clean the litter box, it's just in your house. You just got to use it in the litter box. That's kind of weird.
That is weird. I feel like a cat then.
Yeah, and you're a human, so you'd rather just use it outside. Okay. Would you rather have 500 tarantulas crawling in your house or 1,000 crickets jumping around your room?
500 what?
Tarantulas, like the spiders.
No, crickets.
Really?
Crickets.
See, the thing about crickets that is not okay with me is they don't jump like normal. So like they'll jump and you might think you know where they're going, but actually they're going some other direction. So technically that's pretty scary in my
And
opinion.
they'll be everywhere.
Exactly. They could land on you.
But at least when they land on you, you know they're not going to bite you.
Do tarantulas bite? I just asked somebody that. Do they bite? I don't know.
They look like they bite.
They look dangerous.
They look very dangerous.
Okay.
They look like they kill.
They probably do, honestly.
Yeah, so
Have you seen that photo of like that huge spider? I don't know if it's real or not, in like a desert, and it's like the size of a human.
No,
Oh, are you into spiders?
I'm not into
So it
spiders.
would really
I wouldn't
scare
want
you
to see
then.
that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so we won't show you that. Okay, so I do have some questions about Drake.
Okay.
Let's first do Drake or Kanye,
Drake.
obviously. So how do you feel about Drake's Scorpion?
I
25 songs.
I can play it all the way through and not
Do you-
skip a song.
Do you know every single song so far?
I would say I know a good 80%.
Okay. How do you feel about the Drake Pusha T beef?
I just feel like it's a good move for really both of them. Pusha T, he's an older guy. He's really been out of the game. He's just trying to be relevant again.
Yeah.
And I mean, Drake sold how many copies of his album?
That's
So
true.
it really benefited them both.
It benefited them both. I feel like that's why Pusha T did it, because he would have not been relevant if he hadn't done that. Nobody would.
agree.
I honestly wouldn't have cared.
I agree.
You definitely wouldn't have cared.
Nuh-uh.
All you care about is Drake.
I mean, I do like Pusha T.
Yeah.
I've listened to his old stuff when he was
Yeah.
with Clips and
Yeah,
with his
Grinding.
brothers. So, oh yeah.
That was
So
like the jam.
I just feel like can't nobody touch Drake right now.
So do you think that? Okay, you said can't nobody touch Drake. Do you think that Pusha T like beat Drake? Because that's what a lot of people think. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think Drake just didn't even want to give him the time of day. He
Yeah.
feels like he's irrelevant, which in some
kind
ways
of
he
is.
kind of is.
So how was Drake able to turn around an album with like 3 songs referencing the Pusha T beef in Scorpion, but like it was like a week? How was he able to do that? That's crazy, right?
That is crazy. I don't know.
You should
But
know
that's
since you're a
Yeah,
freestyler. You
So,
are a rapper, Coda.
I mean, if I had Drake's number, I'd call him and ask him myself.
First feature,
Yeah.
Drizzy. Okay, let's talk about the fact that this is your senior season. It's your final season. Do you have any memories throughout your career at Texas Tech that will stick with you throughout your life?
I would say last year's Texas win. That was a big win for us, and we had a lot of fun after that win. And I would definitely have to say that would be most memorable. Hopefully this year will be more memorable
More dubs,
games.
more
Yes, ma'am.
dubs. And of course, you want your team to remember you as a good locker room freestyler. But anything else that you wanna leave behind?
I just want to leave behind my story to the younger guys. Everything you do has a consequence. If you do so happen to get in some trouble and you are given a second chance, just make the most out of it.
That's so real. Well, thank you so much for
you.
sitting down with me. Thank you for freestyling.
Oh.
Next time, I'll spit some rhymes. How about that?
Okay, that
Sound
sounds
good?
good.
All
Yeah,
right.
we should
Well-
have Drake here too.
We'll invite Drake. You, me, and Drake. We'll
Freestyle.
We'll just freestyle.
Sounds
We'll
good.
triangle freestyle. Would you rather fart really loud or poop your pants? I just want everyone to know. I know I'm saying it like I've never heard that before. I was the one asking the questions, but they came from Google. And if you're offended by them, blame Google. Don't worry, I have a more appropriate one. Would you rather sing like a country music star or be a Division I quarterback? What if you can be both? I mean, I might be late to the party, but Sam Elinger can freaking sing. Listen to this.
It's hell on earth and the city's on fire. In hell, there's heaven. There's a bull and a matador dueling in the sky. In hell.
Unfortunately, Elinger went down in the first quarter in Texas's game against Baylor yesterday. Sad stuff, but I felt like it was absolutely necessary that we got that in because I thought it was so great, and I just discovered it this week. Since we're on the subject of Texas, a 4th-ranked Texas volleyball team unfortunately lost their first conference game this week. It was a battle of the undefeateds between the Longhorns and the Jayhawks, and Kansas came out on top. Here are a couple of things to note about that win. Kansas junior outside hitter Jada Bursa's 22 kills were the 2nd most kills that Texas has allowed in a match this season. Her opposite, Ashley Smith, had 17 kills and 1 error, hitting at a .533 clip, the highest hitting percentage that anyone has ever had versus Texas, with a minimum of 15 kills. That's, of course, this season. But let's talk about that defense. Kansas put up 8 blocks against the Longhorns, but overall the Jayhawks have had only 4 matches so far this season with under 10 blocks. Kansas then put off the win against Texas Tech in Lubbock on Saturday. It was a super quick one. They remain undefeated. So we asked you guys on Twitter whether or not you felt like the Jayhawks had what it takes to win the conference. Nobody answered us. That's totally okay, because then we slid into the DMs of former Kansas setter Anise Havili, and here's what she had to say. They just need to keep playing their game. They've been killing it on defense, blocking, and digging. In 2016, when we won the Big 12, that's what we hung our hat on. We could out-scrap other teams and play for longer, and I think this team is the same way. It's apparently been a super dry week on social media because we also asked you guys if you felt like the preseason poll for women's basketball was accurate, saying that Baylor would most likely pull off the win this season. You guys said absolutely nothing, but it's totally okay. The Lady Bears have been chosen as the preseason favorite 8 times in conference history. They have won or tied 9 times, so I personally would say there's a good chance of that happening again, especially with Kalani Brown on their roster, who was chosen as the preseason player of the year. So on Tuesday, we'll be hosting the first ever women's basketball tip-off here in Dallas, Texas. All 10 teams will have at least 2 players here in Dallas. I get to sit down with each and every one of them, so I'm going to go get ready for that, and I will see you next week. We'll probably be talking a lot more about women's basketball. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for watching. See you next time.